So currently, there are one of the major things people are really shocked. If this should continue, perhaps then it means an MPP for Mobetro. Just yesterday, we saw letters which came from a MPP from Penny for Obitise Samiwuku. He has resigned from his position as the NLA boss. Aside from that, Kennedy Japan has also been his board membership.
Sacked. And you can say the person has been sacked.
You can't sack Kennedy.
He's been sacked. Oh, you can't sack Kennedy. Who is he? Like. No, it's normal. It's not. He's not the only person.
And you know something? Kennedy Japan, he onokra last year no ka say on person obeko board no subio and anapo ba omiani akufo the epa na chow. So but Kennedy no bianca the nine say you revoke but Kwame Sefa on the Ghana Gas board has also been sacked.
They've all been sacked. Kennedy has been
and
sacked.
And has also been sacked. So but and that sorry it seems like John Dramani Mahama is pulling up the middle finger to people, especially the opposition party now in retirement, and I say the New Patriotic Party. He's pulling up the middle finger to them because he has brought another press release and a directive or party say Obi biara ukuta a year diplomatic passport bian ye trim. Okay, say
one can see a trim.
Oh, one more deadline be set by 24th, but basically the head and tail is you trim. Now I'll give you a hint as to why this is happening. When you say many of the New Patriotic Party members and appointees who are under investigation, they are using this a year diplomatic passport to flee the country. We are learning said that was part of the decisions, and that was part of the triggers. A trigger John Dramani Mahama to say that we need to set the record straight, the record straight, and that is exactly what is really happening. But before I bet to us, let's put this on the screen because this is the press release which came from the office of the presidency. Now, Mahama, more press release. I green gonza. Now
NDC.
NDC
is green.
Okay, so what is really going on? If you can help us with this.
So this is from the office of the president. The chief director, Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Okay.
So I say recall of diplomatic and service passport. One can say cancellation of
recall.
Yes, right. Recall. Mm-hmm. So I write to request the recall of diplomatic and service passport issued by the previous administration. International muchema Nana Akufo-Addo aban waso no ye ma diplomatic passport biano ye fremu nyina mo de momra all of you should appear moba. You will know what is on the table and what is happening. So I say this exercise aligns with the government's commitments to ensuring the proper use and administration of official travel documents by national and international standards. Ade omo pese omo ye ntina ma omo decide say omo frɛ we yanum for so omo form diplomatic passport in Ghana. It's because they want to have a regulation as omo pese omo ye nhyehyɛ bi edito ho. Na omo kwan a say no ukra diplomatic passport abefa so ade betu kwan e wo krom hanum say yes. Ye to aso a or say the recall aims to prevent misuse. Yes, safeguard the country's reputation and maintain the integrity of our diplomatic engagement. Intino said they would kind ebi my imagine says enye ote se nidia kopietim ora pe shum spirit of God no kwada dada onjina okra no ba beto no ena ebi mu nso ayo imagine say woni de odwane na okọ no so kra no onkonko ya ade a Ghana din ho masem obesa akwakwaya ade a Ghana din ho beba asem
putting Ghana's name on the map.
Exactly. Entino regni na boil down to enhyehyɛ a wo mpese wo mo edigu akwamu se de be ya ukra diplomatic passport a wo mpese obenya asem a ubehu emra e wo sa wo fa so na odikra diplomatic passport no.
Okay.
Now ukwa the third point now or say the ministry should take the following steps to facilitate the process. International Ministry of Foreign Affairs no and ye kire omo kwan omo mfa so a omo mfa sa adwumedie we enhyehyɛ so. So issue a public notice that's notify all holders of diplomatic and service passports issued by the previous administration to return these documents to the ministry for verification and reissuance where applicable. On be say omo fa notice name brand say meka say notice no ene ye hu say no. Now that is because they want on person obi a ehu ne say diplomatic passport na ekura no ye be kan say bia omo person omo renew it.
Okay.
Enti say e ba be renew
more like a passport.
Exactly.
Right.
Enti say e ba be renew it dia ye be hwem obi wo hono ma wanfa kwampa ene odinya diplomatic passport no saa nipa no kwa on san fa nko bi mo beja wo ho.
Exactly.
Ena obi wo hono mo nso a wode kwampa ene ode ye den ode ti wo say ye renew it na chese new king new law. Enti say the Mahama aba no na ya hyehye ne foforo ne ye de aye den ye de ama say bi ekufu adode no. Aha asema kan beka no ekufu adode ne ye blue a ne aye we green de ama na ode ko ena ye ko bi na or say set a deadline for compliance. That's specify a reasonable timeline for all concerned individuals to comply with the recall latest by 24 January 2025. International muchema by 24th January no it was said wow ukra diplomatic passport fako because I think say if you go against it now one fan kwa it could be nullified and ye be say ukra passport no but odi be do airport one yes wuntimi mfe ntukwan. The bear and say nimguasia den ebechew. Yes, and nimguasia always so enfata okeniba. Enti let's just do the needful. Ya ba se hwa or see conduct verification. Thus undertake a thorough review of all returned passports to ensure that they align with the current eligibility criteria for the issuance. Enti na say yeshemwa all they are trying to say is that yeah then yeah they quiet or see verify yeah share said the adien no crazy edimu why na de ma wo de ben ye this diplomatic passport ne ma okay say net here enne ye de foforo no ye ba be verify say u credentials no ene u bibia no efa see ye betimi ama go ahead and say koso ana use diplomatic passport no. So right now that is what ababe top no. So ye call the fourth pointer or see your cooperation and expedient action in the regard with and in this regard will contribute significantly to maintaining the credibility and efficiency of our country's passport system. Entini nyina no so ejina Ghana your passport system no eso said the bear be hu so o man yi de pepper ye adwuma ye mpe de we kita blue we kita green de be ye mpe ne sa ni nyina enko lie ba kunima se ni green Ghana is green obi endua green grass we ni fie. 5 or say do not hesitate to contact my office for any further clarification or assistance you may need in executing this important exercise. And I assign ni asia kama Callistus Mahama, Secretary Mahama, Secretary to the President. Yeah, into a trema. Yenina, me say me diplomatic passport.
Yeah, cocaine. The be famous.
And you know, yeah, the be corner just say.
Only me said there was one woman. I don't know. Uksa Naeli Ametefe.
Hey, Naeli Ametefe. Oh, that woman is she's good.
I remember say during. I think this happened like 15 years ago or something. Yeah. Now, no. In fact,
come on.
People were pissed off. I mean,
come on.
Lady in the bachelor high class, like with this kind, and you know she was so smart to the extent say, "Bra, ye no. Ye jelly ni adi no. Ye jelly ni we anasa minim se ne ni I end there. Time and ne be end no on baga now because wakoye." Or naturalize Emma Australia into Australian citizen. Hey, lady, is smart.
Na make say keke because ono enjoy na mumu buefu.
Of course, na yeli amepepe.
The name too is very nice.
And I remember say ono no ode cocaine kono. She held the bag and walked through. She was using a diplomatic passport. And the thing is, obi ehun iti odu. Em say Heathrow no. Odu Heathrow no ena obi ma tip off say na yele amefepe okuta bag say cocaine wom ansana omokwa ebisa so we want to search your bag. She was almost at the exit. Exactly. The prosecutors non prosecuting them omopa say tip off no munyaye
the confidence you see the confidence or the crab bag no the coin
yeah na yele ankasa no ono ankasa cocaine no or like no use diplomatic passports. So and now why yeah and we are learning say she works with key people. Yeah. You know ABR unya deal na our friend Naela, and she had like say calculate it was around $25 million, and her cut was around like 30% or so. What I say, Masa, oh, a young boy, na uti church room so ba etse. Your friend is saying, Kaya na say me could be sabi boy say 2 million. BMW the China X series or some for me fee AMG BB series China around. Now we young guy uti church who saw a bad drive it now ako phones no abo family nyom obebo family nyom sa we have to be active because say bibia e was all active now obo family now bompa now uti abon samso ubi titi abon samso ache. Now that is exactly what is really happening now.
So is some of these reasons into no person will review a diplomatic passport because it will surprise you say some of the MPs, some of Impeninfo the previous girlfriends, side chicks, and they are living life to the fullest.
Diplomatic passport, crowd to me the fan when you be. I wish your girl now catch your oba say.
Remember when you diplomatic
and no, she's yours for life because or quiet check, you know. I say, near the obey me the BBA room, they don't check VVIP, and that is exactly what is really happening now. One other issue, so Abetop so